cells needs more 19%, 19 times more glucose to keep alive, and 19 times less production of energy. So we have some programs. We have the old PLR system, the new one. I'm gonna show you in a minute. So the one program is stimulate the ability to regenerate. So this is the self-healing. So how this provide the body with good nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and healthy food, recover be faster in combination with our this RCO2 program, with injuries, bruise, dislocation, tensile muscles, abrasions, joint inflammations, post-operative situations, very effective, and of course, repair and regeneration. OA08 with cellular metabolism. So people have a problem with thyroids, normal, especially after all this crisis of food, right? Because the estrogen goes high, the thyroid functions goes low because it's overreacted. If you use, for instance, Ozempic, or the others inhibitors of GLP-1, you activate your brain 24 hours, 7 days in a week to say, oh, you ate enough. So this is the message is very bad because you need to, and then the thyroid for the other side try to realize what's going on in the body, and then this overstress the thyroid. So that's why this is the one of the hypotheses that is going to start a cancer thyroid. I mean, you're going to see an increase of a cancer in thyroid because they use the chronic use of Ozempic. Think about CDC approving this or FDA approving this for kids, for teenagers, which is I can't see this because that's why I just published in this week 3 articles in my Substack, uh, trying to show people how many side effects those drugs can cause in the human body. So the next thing is endorphin release. It's very important when you doing your exercise, everything. But why? That's why you feel good when you are running or jogging. You're going to get it when you get intense in your exercise. You feel like a pleasure. That's the endorphin release. It's RM12, one of those good programs. Sharp Pain RCO2 program, general revitalization of and the immune system, which is so important. We can use this for many kinds of disease, neurological disease, autoimmune disease. This is the whole chain I cannot go through because we have the time to do that. So when you come to our Spavitatech, which is www.spavitatech.com, you can check it out. Our all machines we have there. We have this carpet, you know. This is our protonic carpet. When you turn on, all your mitochondria and your whole body is going to be activated. It looks like this. It's amazing. It's amazing. You can plug this with our bioresonance system. Together, you can improve and modulate your mitochondrial function. This is our new PLR system. New PLR system are a step further what we have before, and for new technologies is now not only biophotonics, but kinetic resonance, bioregulation, and biosimulation, and then all kinds of situations in your body that you can interfere and restore. And this, I think I have a video here, and you guys can see this unboxing. That's good. It's a beautiful, it's and it's coming. So one case for the scenario of oncology, integrative oncology is skin cancer treatment. This is before the treatment and through after. This is a spinocellular cancer, skin cancer. So when you mention bioresonance, we are moving toward bioresonance. Not only more lights, now it's sounds. And if for sounds, you need to record your sound if you have voice, but if you're artistic one or you cannot speak, you have those tools here that you put over the head and record by EEG recording, and then you do the analysis. This is go to our system. It's important the concept of the benefits of sound therapy for cancer patients. So sounds and frequency in cancer is alternative treatment used for thousands of years in different cultures, promote healing and well-being. This is therapy that uses sounds and waves and vibrations, stimulate your body's natural healing process, promotes relaxation, reducing stress, improving overall health. In recent years, sound therapy has been gaining popularity as complementary treatment for cancer. So it's not a surprise that clinical studies suggest that it's offered a variety of benefits for cancer patients. And this is the whole system of Aquera caused by Aquera technology, the principle, the DNA, the lymphatic system, the brain, DNA reprogramming, Aquera data entry, and Aquera data output. Output, it's the end of the whole thing, the therapy itself. When you're gonna receive this and goes and it can alter your DNA, the manifestation of the disease, the repairment, everything. So it's a long story that cannot be told today because we don't have enough time. But we have our training in our website. You can be one of our certified or just a student. You have the will to learn more about what is this word of bioresonance. So this is everything here talks about DNA, nucleotides, sequencing, and electronic immunotherapy. This is what the Aquera does is the voice analysis, the VG research and balance. What is Aquera Bioresonance System? It's a computer science-based analytics software program. It provides insight in a person's emotion and physical state. The VA helps analyze the real person by measuring patterns of frequency of the voice. Everything is the patterns of a frequency of the voice, which is related to the range of emotions and impulse of the person. It's the math behind this is huge. The physics is also huge. So when you go inside our website, you have all our videos in a YouTube channel, which is amazing because we have like a podcast too. Last year we done quite a few, so you can deep dive inside all this concepts, that makes the bioresonance so exciting. So EEG Aquarius measure brainwave patterns. So it can make multiple comparisons between patient frequencies and known frequencies patterns related to the DNA RNA expression to find the patient's frequency imbalances. So it was developed based on studies in physics, quantum physics, biochemistry, genetics, psychology, and other research areas from different universities around the world. It's what's this for? To achieve self-healing, to clear emotional energy, repair your DNA, and at the end, regulate gene expression. So The ultimate goal of technology is to bring body and mind into balance to maintain the regained physical and emotional health. So this is the concept. The vibration with the message. Nikola Tesla used to say this. If you want to understand the universe, you need to start by frequencies. Everything is connected. So the vibration carry messages. And that's why the Aquara try to interpret it, all the meanings of the vibrations to produce sounds, light, atoms, molecules, DNA, RNA, at the end, our consciousness. So when you see this, all this DNA sequences, you have to understand each part of it, each nucleotide has its own frequency and correspond to a sound note, a music note. This is the studies of kymetics. So this is, for instance, adenine, thymine, thymine, adenine, cytosine, guanine, guanine, cytosine. Which is important? It's the sound. It's the voice, the notes you can record, and you can compare the pattern and the patient. This is important. Personal key is super important because what is that? This is the first segment of your nucleotides that every one of us has in our DNA. So the system recognizes immediately when you record your voice to our system. When it comes in, the DNA, the first part of the DNA, I call this the God's finger. Why? This is because it's unique for any of us. So this, it tells that Mitch is different of Ru, it's different of Nasser, different of Susan. All of us, we have this first part of the DNA which recognize us and not somebody else. It's important for your brain because every frequency you hear has to be this personal key first in order to your brain interpret it that's for you, it's not for somebody else, and you start to make the modulation of the immune system at the end to repair and balance the whole body of the cells. Personal key or clocks are specific combinations of DNA that make you be you. So behind the scenes, when you scan a person, the system can identify what is a virus and what's the unique the person. And this is, for example, this is the DNA sequence and the herpes simplex virus sign. So no personal key, just the virus. And now you have this personal key in the virus included. So different resonance. So DNA atomic resonance is so important to you to understand which is the virus, what is the person. So it's very elegant and very precise technology to address not only disease, but the function of the system, for instance. Lymphatics are similar to blood vessels, right? They carry immune cells in fluid called lymph. And brain is a lymphatic system, and the whole body's lymphatic system. Since Aquarius is an electronic immunotherapy, it's important to understand the role of lymphatic system in our body well. So this is an example of the whole network of the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is in your central nervous system, and why this? It's a very, I mean, this discover was not so old. I mean, just last 2 decades we discover and describe it, the lymphatic system. And this is very important because all the messages comes from the neurons to the lymphatic system, to immune cells, and the immune cells to lymphatic system, to address all the dysfunction you have in your body. So the lymphatic system also exists out of the brain. So carry information instructions from the brain to immune system in the body to fight specific cells destructions that just like cancer cells, virus, bacteria. So the lymphatic system is the link between the immune system and the brain, but also immune cells leave the central nervous system to the lymphatic uh, vessels. So genetic changes shape the human brain, right? This human genetic blueprint is written in approximately 3 billion base pairs and contain protein-coded genes and non-proteins coding genes. Human Genome Project with our friend Kevin McCurney was one of the heads, has made it clear that nearly 99% of the human genome does not code for proteins. And that's the roughly 21,000 genes that code for human proteins are, by and large, very similar among other mammals. Of a complete strand of DNA, only 1 or 5% is used for protein code and reproduction. The other 19, 95, and 99% are called junk or dormant DNA. But Aquera, we focus on the complete DNA, not only 5%, while most of science focuses in 1 and 5% of DNA code triplets. So there's no evidence that non-coded DNA is not useless after all. So how the brain works for Aquera? We have two types of emotions: constructive emotions, restrictive emotions. And restrictive emotions particularly can be very, very high and block and replace cytokine signals. So that's because the soma makes a decision, right? The strongest signal will always pass to the next neuron. It amplifies the signal. At the end, we have a pretty strong signal traveling through the nerve system, interact with the other cells for specific reactions. So soma is the one who decides what to do. Only the strong signal connection between brain and darkness system is the immune system. This is a very important hierarchy function in our systems. The brain influences the immune system to the neuropeptides que control the endocrine systems such as TH. This hormone stimulates the adrenal gland, right? The suprarenal gland. The activity of this gland influences the function of T and B cells, immune cells. So this is a very well-organized system that not only controls our functioning, but our defense. So the emotions that comes to Aquarius: hearing is one, vision is two, touch is three, four, smell, five, taste. The impact of the sound of the brain. So it's important that you guys know that normally we detect sounds in range of 22 to 1,000 hertz. If you listen low frequency like 5 hertz, which is the frequency of the brain, but the sound is in 5 hertz, that modulates your vagus nervus, you cannot hear anything. It's just a low sound. It's like a woo. Sound is capable of producing powerful reaction in the listener, right? Sounds and emotion have a very strong connection. So we are listening to a horror movie and suddenly the sound goes off. The movie doesn't seem so scary anymore. So also when a flash hits during a thunderstorm, this is much scarier when the third 10 if you just saw the lights. With Aquarium, we need phone boxes with more amplitude, from 5 to 10 hertz to 20 to 24 kilohertz, in addition to the human ability to hear. One guy that I need to mention because it's changed the paradigm of the concept of the DNA repairman. Peter Guriev is a Russian scientist nominated for a Nobel Prize in 2022 when he passed away unexpected. So DNA reprogramming often uses biochemical process to cut and paste DNA triplets in DNA molecule. Peter Garev, a Russian scientist, used sound and modulate laser light to do the exact same thing, which means reprogramming DNA. He did that with, he induced an animal liver cancer. And then he modulate with the sounds in the red light, like we do in our Spavita Tech, using lights, PLR system, and Aquera bioresonance system. And after a while, there was a bunch of animals with this technology, and other ones just chemotherapy. The animals who was submit with this protocol of sounds and light therapy, the tumor was gone, and then other ones, the animals was dead like 3 or 4 weeks after. So it's very amazing because the reprogramming of DNA is real, and you cannot think this before. It's a very, very, very new future. That's why Dr. Montagnier was so excited. Professor Montagnier was so excited with this whole technology, bringing together for the same patients to reprocess DNA and also to recover from disease like cancer. The idea that inherent genes cannot be altered is wrong. So this is my message of this presentation. It's possible to repair damaged DNA material. We can't forget changes related to gene activity and expression that are not related to changes in DNA sequence. So growing field of epigenetics learned that we have some control over which genes will eventually be expressed or not. So welcome to our Spavita Tech Aquera American Foundation. The microphone, the AV system measure and analyze patterns of vocal frequencies, which are related to range the motions and impulses of the person. EEG, electrocephalogram. The electrocephalogram measures the pattern of the brain waves. The system makes multiple comparisons between patient frequency and non-frequency patterns to find the patient frequency imbalances related to DNA and RNA expression. So this is what the system does, the voice analysis. Through the voices, many analyze the patient's emotions and behavior, but also disease. So it's a trigger, the trigger specific pattern built in from more than one frequency. They form a shape which represents an emotion and behavior and an atomic representation of DNA that is related to a specific disease. So this is how do you do this information? The signals we transfer in your voice has been a large study to understand the connection between emotions and illness through the signals we transfer in our voice. Again, we mostly identify emotions in the voice, not particularly disease, but they escape. What do we measure in our voice? This is the differential equation we call fast Fourier pattern. This pattern generated by your voice, and the analysis either
Sí, ya está
conscious
está ya
or
esto en la conferencia. Inténtelo varias veces y le dice que ya se alcanzó el número de, de participantes. Inténtelo varias veces. A mí me pasó así y pude entrar.
the patterns that are measured could be conscious or unconscious and can lead us from perception of feeling happy or sad or angry and any feeling that influences our behavior and well-being. So this is how the system looks to the harmonic frequencies in your voice. So every harmonic sequence, every note, musical note, is analyzed by this kind of analysis. And there is emotional blocks that I could show to you better in the analysis at the end. Is just this uh, very high math with the fast Fourier transform analysis of the voice influenced by the brain. So this is, you see the high and lows, and then the system reads everything by clusters. So EEG is it's very familiar for everyone, and we have this average. That's why the waves are different, right? Delta, theta, alpha, mu, beta, gamma, because there's different range on the frequencies. And then the system captures everything and analyze too, and make these balances again. What we measure is the immune response. So the system identifies the frequency that the brain is giving. So this actual instruction frequencies or immune response. What? This the personal key in the virus. So the virus can be destroyed by the frequencies. That you guys, if you follow this path, you can see our articles you published before, the Riffle experiment, everything that kill parasites, everything. This is this is this is the beginning of this concept years ago. So the system gives the frequency that's necessary to effectively repair what is needed. So that's why we say brain instruction frequency, the instruction that the brain receives to repair, to restore, and to exclude the virus. And that's what we do for any kind of virus. So frequency of the brain instructions is like this. So this is the correlation with our emotions and DNA RNA expression. And this is the one part of our system called VA research. And then it's compared with the ICD scanning in all the disease that the our system is now, it's not that before, but now it's totally linked to NCBI and NIH. So whenever it's coming, the recording of the voice, the plugging to the NCBI bank of nucleotides. So we have all the frequencies there. If they have a nucleotides, we have the frequencies that our system can read and compare, and then brings to the real time to the patient. And that's important because the disease is trying to come up, and that's the way that the system can make therapies customized, precise against all the things that are now presenting the patient. And some of them are not presenting yet because, firstly, you have the frequency alteration of the DNA, and you have some time to be the real disease itself. So you can repair the disease sometimes before the disease comes. So it's very elegant, and that's one of the medicine of the future. So this is what our system does, everything in English. So it's very easy to guys understand the percentage they are doing here. It's how the brain is occupied by that pathology in that time. So in conclusion, although her brain waves were very well balanced, the patient who I'm just mentioned here, uh, there's, you can check it out, anxiety, you had the very difficult to dealing with emotions, and the disease related to this comes in the end. So maybe a urinary infection, maybe a renal failure, maybe autoimmune disorders or cancer. So how Aquera works to balance the patient. So after comparing the patient's frequency and other non-frequency, The system generates specific sounds for each person that call balance files. The files obtained after Aquera VA, AEG, or EG are based on the effects of low-frequency sounds and vibration in human health and well-being. So this is our new system. If you guys check it out right now, our www.spavitatech.com, you see this. This is package already done. You just plug it in and you start to use it, right? You can buy all this therapy, or you can go to our website, the www.aquarasystem.com.br, like Brazil, BR, B as bulletin build. So, and here you can build your therapy. You can check, oh, I need fit body, I need power mind, mindfulness, beauty active, aging, everything. So this is the new platform, which is very elegant. I recommend you guys come after our meeting to, check it out, see how you can work with us and help us to improve each day and bring this to all these kind of situations, which is accelerate learning, increase memory retention, medicine for anger and irritability, antidepressant, anxiety, cellular rejuvenation, which is aging, anti-aging, deep sleep, lucid dreaming, DNA repair, chronic fatigue, emotion acceptance, long COVID, inner guidance, intuition, mood, uh, nerve repair, vitality, overbalance, stability, and inner sense of well-being. It's just a part of it. It's just the patient with breast cancer, and I'll try to reach this video because it's a testimony.
Sound is not good.
It is not hearing, Dr. Jose. When you share the screen,
The sound?
You need
Yeah,
to share
put,
the sound audio.
switch off the, right. You need to switch off the presentation, then upload it again, and there will be an icon saying share video, share audio. You need to leave, and then to upload again. No.
Oh, the Zoom?
From the Zoom, and then the Zoom will ask you to include the video, the audio.
All right. It's because
it's from the Zoom.
Yeah. Let's see. How can I do that? Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got it. So where is it?
Share audio.
Oh, share audio. It's right here?
Yeah.
Microphone.
And then upload full screen.
No, o mesmo. It's external microphone or a MacBook Pro microphone?
There's a small checkbox where you see share sound. When you are going to share your presentation, you click on share screen. You will choose what you are going to share, and then we'll have a checkbox very small on the side, share sound.
Share
you
sound,
check
yeah.
it.
Got it.
Now you share it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys.
It's okay, my friend.
Olá, estou aqui para falar da terapia Aquera, mais o PLR System. Tive câncer de mama, fiz o tratamento com essa terapia Aquera, mais o PLR. E em 42 dias o câncer quase tinha sumido. E em 3 meses de tratamento, completamente sem câncer. Estou ótima. O câncer sumiu. Isso foi em 2019. Não voltou, graças a esse tratamento dessa terapia Aquera mais o PLR System. Só tenho a agradecer.
All right.
Olá.
All right. So, guys, which is very important, if you guys want to dive into bioresonance, we have this exclusive training with our team. It's for all health and related professional with Aquera training. We have soon the master training for doctors and dentists with Aquera master training. Just access universoaquera.com LP SPI Práticas Integrativas. Just check, make your photo, and then check it out our training. So come to our space, Aquera, and you can share with us your wishes. This is for, it's all my platforms, my Instagram, my YouTube. My Instagram here is Jose A. Nasser, which is more than 100,000. So every day I post things that I'm sure you guys have been interested in. YouTube channel is they shut me off when the huge channel I had in 2001 after I started to be part of Panda, part of World Council for Health, Medical La Vida. Then my channel was done. So it's gone. Rumble, we cannot have anymore in Brazil, but I can have outside the country. The Facebook, Twitter, and Getter. And my website, my Substack is this. My website is drjosenasser.com.br and aquerasystem.com.br. Please don't forget BR at the end. All right, guys. Open to the questions. Thank you very much for your attention. And I hope,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Jose, for this amazing thing. I always wonder that how beautifully our system is created, that it has got its own self-healing system, and we need to just assist it. And this is one of the new technology which the world need to understand and know about it. It's amazing. I can see a good response from one of the person from India, Rajendra Kumar, saying thank you to DFW for introducing with Aquera system, providing new cancer therapy of different type. Thanks to Dr. Jose Augusto for delivering the lecture in simple words. Fantastic. Yes, Raul, now you can look at the questions. I can see Rajendra Kumar raising hands. Raul, you want to take people like on live coming on?
You can start reading the questions, Dr. Rash.
Okay. Questions, let me see if any there. Okay, I can see Miss Pat asking what is the website Dr. Nasser is talking about. So website is already given here. You have got the answer. And Dana is saying that fenbendazole dichlorate, ivermectin, Deluin, CBD, and PEA. Okay, there is no specific question there by Dana. Okay, that's it. I think. Any more questions, Dr. Jennifer?
Yeah. Dr. Susan, there is a question from Dr. Jennifer here.
Jennifer? Dr.
Are you
Jennifer,
using the Aquera to heal disease alone, or are you using it to optimize health prevent disease. In other words, that were being used in wellness clinic. How frequently is someone recommended to tune in with that were system to maintain optimal health?
Yeah. Yes. So firstly, people, I would like to address you because the main website you guys can reach us is www.aquarasystem.com.br, as I said in my presentation. So please, I wrote in the comments, and just to make sure you guys are going to the right place, or www.spavitatech.com, you can see the technology. What is good there in our aquarasystem.com.br is that because we have all the frequent asked questions there. It's in English, Portuguese, and Spanish. You guys can enjoy. And the important thing is there's videos in English explain the whole system. So even it's the simple questions that how the whole process works. So you guys have to, if you wanna have Aquara for you, you're gonna buy your therapy. So we have in our system, you can put your login and password, make your all files, and then you receive in your WhatsApp a link, or in your computer or in your email, a link to record your voice. And then you record your voice, and at the end, it's like a 5 or 6 minutes recording. You can tell us anything, but the important thing is the frequency. It's not what you're saying. So the system captures, because you send the videos right now, and then that's what the system works. And then the system receive and do the right away the sequencing, the DNA sequencing of everything you have in your body. So afterwards, they start to make the therapy for you, which is the sounds for you hearing in morning, afternoon, and sounds that you see at night. Morning and afternoon are binaural, so you need these headphones, fancy ones, because you have to come from 5 hertz to 40,000 hertz, right? So you cannot use this by small ones or things like that. So you have to be a good one with the sounds blocker too. So the next thing is you need, for at night, you can have a box with subwoofer, like a Harman Kardon, with one of them. So just looks like a UFO, but it's so low frequencies. It's like a so, and then you turn on, you plug in your therapy, and you can sleep. So make you sound low until you're hearing something. It looks like a conditioner, wall conditioner sounds. Yeah. And then you can hear this in your sleep. And it's just monaural. So it's not like a headphone that right is hot, right, left is red. You have to make sure you don't change your headphone, because the information for the right brain is different of the left brain. At night, it doesn't matter. It's just low frequencies for reprocess your brain, and comes with the right or the left. It doesn't matter. Just hear the sound, and you can sleep with somebody else, because your sound that you refers to, it's for you. It's not for them. So it does bug them for anything. Just like it's a sound like a conditioner. So everybody in the house can sleep. So that's the therapy. How much you have to do, it's like depends on the situation, but at least two times a day, right? The binaural and the monaural, and you can have like a 1 month. And then the system now has a tool that first they monitor if you are listening well. If you don't listen well, you're going to receive a message. Why, Raj, you're not listening, Susan? What's going on with you? So after a while, the tasks that your brain have to be informed by the frequencies goes by because everything is accomplished. So you need to record your voice again. And then the system gonna alert you that oh, it's time to record your voice again. It's very plug and play system that anyone can use. It's not a big deal. You have to have a smartphone and good headphones, and that's what you have to do. So you can bring this to patients in the hospital or outside patients or anyone in the house that needs all this kind of therapy, mindfulness, aging, everything. So I hope I, I hope I answer your questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jose. One more question is there. Have you had positive result with non-small cell lung adenocarcinoma? This is asked by Sandro.
You mean the results with the whole technology we're using? Yeah, we we are not have we are not assuming that we're curing things like cancer, right? What we're assuming is we have a very elegant way that treat patients to restore immunological system, to recognize the tumor is tumor, because this is, I think, the main issue is why your immune system cannot destroy the tumors. That most of the time is because they don't know this tumor is tumor, right? You have the GAL3 protein, for instance, that just blinds this immune system to be recognized, the cell can be recognized as a tumor cell. And also the stem cells and CTCs as well. So when you have this, we are starting to see very powerful results with our treatment. It's not because it's just ivermectin, it's just febendazole or mebendazole. It's because it's a multidisciplinary and multi elements approach, which is bringing by metabolic approach plus biophysics. And we have seen patients recover from very different disease like neurological disorders. We have a boy that this boy had a Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome, which is totally death sentence, right? And we could help him to regain function. And I never seen this before with any therapy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is the whole key is the integrative approach, because our cells do not work only on one type of detox. I always recognize it as there are 7 types of detox method our cells use, and we need to help in all the 7 type detox. And it cannot be only one thing, it has to be integrative. So that is the key word, the integration. And every individual's integration may differ a little bit because we all are uniquely created. And this one more system which Dr. Jose has introduced today is going to help us, like all those who are working, who are helping people to get rid of the cancer cell or any other toxins from the body, will be a great help. Thank you very much. For me, it was so informative itself, because I handle so many cancer patients now, especially after the injections which we have been given. Suddenly you have turbo cancer coming in, like 3rd stage is progressing into the 4th stage of cancer. So this will be a great addition, and I will definitely check it out. Thank you very much, Dr. Jose. And Raul, I can see some other
Dr. Susan,
languages. Yeah.
there is a question in Portuguese, so I'm going to read it in to Dr. José Nasser. Um, well, there are some things that you have already answered, but I'm going to ask, can it, I'm going to read in Portuguese because you are from Brazil. Let's test our dream team of interpreters. O sistema da Aquera pode ser utilizado com frequências através de eletrodos no modo contato ao invés de sonora? E essas frequências são as utilizadas por Rife e Uda Clark? São as mesmas?
I try to address this question in the lecture. That's why I said Rife. I didn't say Clark, but this is what's that? Oh, that's why I mentioned them and I refer to the old researchers that came before us. And Aquera is different because Aquera is not the Aquera is custom. It's not a machine. It's not something that you plug in, right? You can connect the frequencies of Aquera through the carpet, the red light carpet, or the PLR. So that, or Scholar, which I didn't mention, because Scholar is the top of the energy we can use in our Spavita tech. And these machines you can integrate with our bioresonance system, but it's far different of you have a machine that had like one size fits all. Aquera is not one size fits all. Aquera is custom, totally customized system that you work 100% online. So you need to have a huge quantum machine, which is those are now worldwide system. We have a base anywhere in the world, not only a server in somewhere that if it shuts off, you miss your therapy. It works now online in any country you guys want to do that. It's more we have patients around the globe because our system start years ago, and now we are moving to a next level of totally automatic system. So I hope I could clear up your question. Thanks.
Nasser, I have a personal question.
Good. In Portuguese.
Are there randomized controlled trials about this treatment?
If I have an RCT for this, if I have an RCT for
Are there randomized controlled trials, RCT trials?
oh, for bioresonance, there's some of them, but not ours yet. We are trying to arrange things by each pathology because it's very, I mean, it's very unspecific, right? Because you have to pair oranges and everything. So light therapy, yes, you have nice studies already done around the globe, especially Cleveland Clinic. I think one is Harvard. That's one I mentioned 2 months ago after the recovery of patients with red light therapy. in ICU after strong head injury, brain injury. So it's very new application. We had a idea that could work, but now it's already done. It's a study that I can offer you. We have our science behind that. It's in our training course. I have like pages of the background of the science behind the Aquera, but it's not specifically using our system. And this is one of the things that the Aquera Foundation is going to start in quite a few months. And I hope you can join us.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nasser. Congratulations. Very great
Doctor,
lecture.
Mitch, questions for Dr. Nasser or comments?
Well, I think I was going to ask about psychiatric conditions, but he already answered that for me. So thank you. It sounds like this is so effective, it may put me out of business, which would be a good thing. I can retire one day. So thank you, Dr. Nasser. I'm very impressed and I'm excited. Did you say you'll be launching this in the US sometime soon? A clinic?
Yeah. We're planning to actually, because our basis is in Florida, our business basis is not scientific yet. So the next move is going to be America, in North America and Europe too as well. We also are trying to work with people with a French language, because so far we are just in English, Portuguese, Spanish, and we work on this to have a course in French, because I have presented lectures in Geneva with Beatrice Milbert, which is the chairman of the European Integrative Society. So she invited us to present this more widely in French language, and that's why we're trying to work on this too. But yeah, we are coming to America.
Good, very excited.
For us.
Keep us posted, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You're gonna be the first, man.
Dr. Scott, I believe that you have a question for Dr. Nasser. Dr. Scott from USA. Dr. Indy Scott, you're muted. You're still muted.
Sorry, I just had a comment. I work with Dr. Pierre Corey at the Leading Edge Clinic, and we use Safe and Sound and dynamic neural retraining programs for our patients. And it's interesting and red light therapy, but it's interesting how some patients respond really well and others don't. But this presentation explains why that's happening, because it really needs to be individualized based upon the voice and really tuning into the patient's own individual frequency. So thank you, Dr. Nasser.
Oh, AJ, it's a pleasure. Very happy you're here. Represent Pensacola, Florida, and I hope we can be together, because I think our base is close to your house. So let's do it. Let's rock it. Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay, great.
We also have here Dr. Jennifer Hebert from Canada. Dr. Hebert, would you like to address any direct comment or question to Dr. Nasser? You have done several, but we would appreciate that you could share your insights.
Hi, yeah, no, it's I'm just been studying a lot in the quantum field and using a lot of red light therapy. I've introduced in my practice, I'm a pediatric dental surgeon, but I see a lot of kids now, as all of you know. Pretty much 1 in 4 that come in now have autism or on the spectrum, and maybe even higher percentage. It's definitely all these people, a lot of them feel that they have a life sentence. So I'm educating them that maybe this handicap could be this child's superpower. These children are very intelligent mostly, and just observing the world from a different point of view. So yeah, I've been introducing that therapy. I'm actually finished taking a course on auricular therapy again, light therapy, dealing with acupressure points, dealing with stress and trauma. And it's just, this just adds to it, this kind of information. I was in Brazil because I'm part of Medicus Pela Vida too, and Dr. Nasser was there with me. And so I've been picking up scalar equipment down there. So this just takes it to another level, because basically the light therapy is translated into sound, and the universe is based on sound. So actually the sound is the key. But it all comes together, and again, integrative. You can, as I was asking, how often does someone need a tune-up, etc. But again, that's very individualized, because it depends on that person and how they've integrated every other aspect of their life. As Dr. Raj, as you were saying, integrative therapy is what it's all about. And if someone wants a quick fix, well, it might last for a very short time and be, like a little peak, but then it's not going to last a long time. So thank you very much. I'm definitely going to be contacting the Aquera and get involved with that too. I'm a senior fellow at the FLCCC. I think this is something important to bring forward and start to discuss further. So thank you very much.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, it's a pleasure to be online but personal, right? Autism, we have a good news, because our system now cross information with glyphosate. You can check it out in the patient with autism. So it's very important. So all the substance can be checked by Aquera. And yeah, www.aquerasystem.com.br. All of you are very welcome to join us in this journey, because I'm sure that this is going to be, the medicine of the future.
Yeah, once you tune in and we realize, yes, you can change genetic expression, and the epigenetics is affecting the vaccines affected it, and we know they're turning off various genes, but we can turn them back on. This is really important, and thank you.
Yeah, one thing that I do like to tell you guys, it's because this presentation is just 1/5 of the real presentation of the Aquera. Couple weeks ago, I sent to our team in US, to Raul, to everybody of our group, the original videos, which is the whole package. This is in Portuguese, Spanish, and English. So very well translated. Everything, I think it's legends, everything. So the videos, so you guys can listen. It's like Netflix, Nasserflix, right? Because it's like I think the whole stuff is like 2 hours. You can watch, because it's 3 videos different. You can watch, you can check it out, you can, go deep dive in every aspect of the system, where it's come from, how's the concepts, what is Euler's number, what's the Schumann resonance, what everything, scalar waves, what our organs relate to the universe, everything. So everything is put together to present to to anyone in the world that wants to learn more or invest more in our system too. And everything is open. So it's pretty nice. And I recommend, if you guys need this, you can share this video so anyone can watch it, because it's public. It's in our website too. So other things.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
everybody. There's a lot of frequency devices that are coming out in the market. Is Aquera doing comparative analysis of this? Like, you've got the ARC bed. Are any of you familiar with the ARC bed? which is incorporating light, sound, bioresonance, and various frequencies in there. They say now that this new bed they have is treating. It'd just be very interesting to put together, not just coming together and hearing each of these people do the presentation. I think more importantly is comparative study of this, because there's no question all these devices look very interesting, very expensive, and you want to make sure that you start to hone in on the one that's therapeutically more efficient and usable for everybody. Any comments on that, Jose?
Yeah, we watch those. We watch them too. We are contact some of them, and the idea is make something with the Resonance Academy. I don't know if you guys know those guys, Nassim Haramein and his foundation. So we are all together in this field, right? We are discussing. We are trying to reach out them too, and because this kind of the study should be better if you do things together, right? In a place that you can discuss and share experience. Other thing is we are planning. We are planning. It's nothing yet. We don't have dates, but we are planning to make our big meeting in Panama quite soon with another different technology. Not for biophysics only. Biophysics is going to be a part of it, but another ones. So I'm going to address to you guys because we have to address this too, this new way of treat cancer. So the repurposed drugs, everything together, and I think it's going to be a place that everyone who work in this field could be open to come and we discuss in scientific level. It's going to be, I think it's going to be awesome. I don't know. I'm cheering for that.
Thank you. Norberta Rincon from Mexico, would you like to do your question in Spanish, please? Norberta?
Sí, claro que sí. Claro que sí. Muy buenos días, doctor Nasser. Muchas gracias por esta información impresionante, pero yo quiero ser muy atrevida. Si yo y Raúl aquí en la Ciudad de México le reunimos a 100 médicos para que los venga a capacitar y que conozcan esta tecnología en donde definitivamente les hace falta a la población, porque es muy triste ver que niños y mujeres muy jóvenes están falleciendo por cáncer. ¿Qué me dice, doctor? Si le reunimos a los médicos, físicamente usted vendría con los equipos.
Norberta, perdón, ¿podrías hablar un poquito más despacio para las traductores?
Ok.
Un poquito más despacio, gracias.
Sí, preguntaba que si aquí en México reunimos a 100 médicos, usted vendría a capacitarlos para que ellos aprendan esta técnica y que de alguna manera podamos darle esperanza a niños y mujeres muy jóvenes que fallecen diariamente. Sé que es mi pregunta atrevida, pero es un sueño que queremos hacer realidad, dar una esperanza donde los mejores institutos aquí en México no la dan. Gracias, doctor Nasser.
Gracias, Roberta. Excelente cuestionamiento. It's an excellent question. I see this as it's the whole world situation. It's not only in Mexico. The thing is, last year, part of our group went to Mexico to a meeting. There was a meeting there, presenting Aquera. And still going. I think we have affiliates working now. Claudio Salgado can explain to you because he is more in the commercial field, and you can ask him in our website, so he can refer you to people who already known and already doing things in Mexico, especially in DF, right? DF. Yeah, I know, Mexico City.
Mexico
So,
City. Yeah.
yeah. So the
Thank
the
you.
main point is we need to have we need to have we need to have these meetings. That's why for us, Panama is perfect because it's between, right, Americas. And also, I'm so sorry about the another continents, but I think we are discussing now
Okay.
is more Latin American, North American, Central American than anywhere else. So this is the key point we should address. And of course, I'm so open to be and have this training. The training course that's what is in our website. It's important because you guys can start it tomorrow, today. You cannot wait because after the course, you're gonna understand more easily. Our new system, it's real easy to work. So that's the other thing that's important. You're gonna see, oh, you can do this by Zoom video too, right? You can share the screen and everyone with the on computer can plug, can you have. I think you can arrange this very easily. Presential, it's okay, but now we have to put our hands together to, enforce all the information in any kind of online or on-site training as possible. So it's very good. I think it's perfect. I will tell our guys today. We have a meeting afterwards here. Uh, trying to address every question you guys made it. So feel free to contact us. querasystem.com.br, and I'm gonna answer you right now. Thanks, Roberta. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Estaremos viajando a Panamá entonces cuando se lleve a cabo este evento. Thank you very much.
Mucho gusto.
Dr. Nasser, I understand that you met or you knew Dr. Montagnier, and you had the opportunity to work with him. Would you please tell us what you think of your experience regarding his notion of water memory, what he wanted to mean with that very controversial topic that he was, I wouldn't say blamed, but he was very criticized, and many orthodox, I would say, medical experts said that he was crazy and that he was senile. What would you say regarding your this and your experience with him?
As I said, I was introduced him in the middle of pandemic when I had to present my the science at the building of WHO in Brasilia with the Pfizer in front of me and other representatives with the conflicts of interests in vaccines to allow C-19 jab to kids. That's why I was there, and that's why I met him before, because he trained me with all kinds of information that I needed, also from US, from our group around the globe. But he was like my mentor, and that's why I got in touch with him with online. It's not be together in the same place. Unfortunately, he passed away, and and uh, and he sent me the new papers that he was seeing about the Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome after the Pfizer. So the whole discussion with the water, I just transferred this whole discussion to Dr. Gerald Pollack from Washington University. I had a pleasure not to deep dive in his papers. I publish a lot in my sites and everything in Substack about the fourth phase of water and information water. The crystallized water can pick the information inside and can be delivered to systems, right? Not only human beings, but the nature as well. So I was with him in Geneva, and we learned a lot from the concepts, the science. Not he brought from the Chinese, I think is Liu, and then he worked this for his whole life. And this is the thing that this is the next step. The Luc Montagnier Foundation worked with our system to get this information inside the water, because water works like a silicon. If the silicon has the memory on your computer right now, the water can do the same, but the purpose is different, right? We need this to fix our body in order to do something else. And even because he was looking 20 years ahead, and I can see this 20 years when you have all our system working together. The water is already working. I mean, we are testing this methodology, the technology, and the results are amazing. It's not, of course, released, right? You cannot drink a water. It's just a pot of water that to make you healthy, but it's the future. It's one of things that can be done.
Would you say, Dr. Nasser, that Masaru Emoto was crazy because of his observations on crystallizing or freezing the water and with good or bad emotions or thoughts?
I don't think Emoto was normal, but I don't think he's crazy. I think he's a scientist, man. We are not normal. We think things, we find things in a way, right? And sometimes you see the light, but you don't see the whole picture, it's very hard to interpret it. I love his works. I have videos. The Symphony of Genes. It's a trilogy of the Symphony of the Genes based on his work. So I met John Reed too in Geneva. He's the guy that went to a tomb in Egypt, with the sounds, the low frequency. Remember this YouTube video? He got a fund from Cambridge, and he went there. He was in the music. He's a cousin of Rod Stewart. So John went there with a whole bunch of equipment, and he's trying to. It was a tomb, right? Sarcophagus, and then there was sand over, and he started to make sounds, different frequencies from low to high. At some point, he got a frequency that makes the sands arranged in geometric fashion so precise, but it was not just a figure, it was a letter, was hieroglyphs. And then when that happened, everyone just was crazy. And then they called the archaeologist working in other place, I don't know. They came, and then they could read the text was the same age of the sarcophagus, telling the story of the guy that was buried there. So, man, how can I say these guys are normal? It's very hard. It's like it blows my mind when I saw all the movies. It was say, Joe, he is so good. He's so good. He went. I think last month he was in Hawaii, doing talks with the Resonance Academy, which it's one part of our international team. It's good. Thanks for your question, Raul. It's good. This is nice. Going to these fields.
Yeah, it's interesting to know that you met Gerard Pollack.
Oh,
in
yeah.
in mid March, we are going to have here Dr. Susan Senef, Stephanie Senef.
Oh, Stefan.
Yeah,
She's good.
From the meet. Aha.
Yeah.
And she's going to talk us about structured water, the deuterium water, and something that you mentioned with this device, the PLR, that is infrared light, how water gets structures whenever it receives the sun, the infrared light from the sun.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting how you know each other and how we are meeting today, February the 2nd.
There's another scientist. She worked with Professor Montagnier years ago in Geneva. She's now moving from Kobe in Japan to Mississippi University. Her name is Jelena Munkan, because it's Serbian name. She's done a lot of work, that Dr. Pollack started. She's doing everything in red light, hands-on, easy water, everything with lights. She's awesome. She's very good to be listened to because her lectures are so amazing. I met her in Geneva too. So Geneva was like the master place, right? For the bad and the good and the evil, the good and evil. So it's like, yeah. Oh man, congrats, Stephanie. It's one of us since this pandemic started, right? She gave us a lot of contributions, especially in science. We need that time, and I'm a very, very, very fan of hers. I mean, she's a master.
You need to introduce us with them so that we can invite Dr. Pollack and Dr. The physician from Serbia to our meetings.
Yeah, she's engineering. She's not a physician, but she's specialized in this field of research with lights and in water. That's why Professor Montagnier said so, because the amazing scientist was around him with the right idea of these components in the future: water, light, sounds, and frequencies working together to rebalance our human body and our nature. It's restore.
Thank you, Dr. Nasser. Dr. Susan Rash, any final insight or comment before we adjourn our meeting, because we are just about to be 2 hours from the start of our session.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Rahul, and thank you so much, Dr. Jose, to be here and giving us another aspect or enlightenment towards the healing and supporting the self-healing system of our cells. I would like to tell everybody that our cells are designed to detox, and we have to just support these designs. Our health is an indicator of our behavior with our environment and restoration of self-healing system. When we work on this right definition, we will definitely reach to the right destination. We are in the time when we have to take an about turn. We are standing in the midst of the pandemic and the wars, and that is the indication that our definitions have gone wrong. So let us work towards this definition. Thank you very much for that great contribution. We will continue to be in touch. And thank you everyone who have joined today. I saw that we were full house, completely 100 we had reached. And all those who missed it, we can definitely view it in our Facebook and other lines. Definitely. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Have a wonderful time ahead and see you soon after another 15 days. Thank you.
Thank you. Fanny Casalo, preguntas o comentarios para el doctor Nasser y toda nuestra audiencia. Fanny Casalo es nuestra presidenta. Fanny. No está Fanny. Doctor Yamashita, final words.
I'm going to speak in Portuguese again. Doutor Nasser, é muito satisfatório da nossa parte termos você aqui do Doctors Federation for the World. Sua palestra foi brilhante e tem conteúdos fantásticos que podem possibilitar que nós realmente levemos um grande avanço na saúde da população mundial, que é o objetivo do Doctors Federation for the World. Então, agradeço muito sua participação aqui e peço a todos que ajudem a compartilhar essas informações e eu vou te procurar para a gente trabalhar com isso também. Um abraço, muito obrigado, Dr. Nasser.
Fanny Casalo, Fanny, alcancé a escuchar que habías prendido tu micrófono. Fanny.
Sì,
Oh. Te oyes muy lejos, Fanny.
italiano o en español.
Sí, en italiano. Te oyes muy lejos.
Sì, ho un po' di problemi con questo, però ringraziarle. Ok, scusate, solo per ringraziarle al dottor per la sua presentazione, perché sapevamo che abbiamo una sola vita, quindi non ci possiamo permettere di andare a comprare un'altra vita al supermercato. Dobbiamo aiutare a guarire. Questo è il nostro obiettivo. Ogni vita va salvata. Grazie mille, dottor, per la sua presentazione. Grazie perché ci aiuta a noi, all'organizzazione, attraverso l'informazione che voi, tutti i personale sanitario di ogni paese del mondo, danno un piccolo contributo a aiutare a salvare ogni vita possibile. Grazie mille.
Dr. Nasser, what would you be your take-home message for our audience today?
Fanny Casalo, prego. Grazie moltissimo. Grazie. Mille grazie. My final is take your this subjects I'm discussing today to your home. The way that you can deep dive in our everything we do is an internet. So I haven't worked I have like 2,100, I think, articles in a Substack. My Substack is just 1.5 years. So it's because we need to rush all this information to everywhere, spread, translate, doing videos, writing, and listen people who are up of you, like Dr. Pollack speaking, the lectures he gave us. It's such a pleasure to know the very, high top guys, like Professor Luc Montagnier too. The meetings we had, it's in our heart and our brains, and we have to write down and present this to the people, because most people say, oh, no, this guy is just a mad in his senile or things like that. But it's not. It's the science that now it's in our hands to keep this going, because what we see in the world, it's a disease, a huge disease, and the world is sick. And that's what's the mission. The mission is start right now, not tonight, not tomorrow, today, right now. That's my message. And count on me, guys. If you need anything, the information, it's that it would be my power, I'll be very glad to share with you anywhere in the world. Bye. Thanks to Susan, but you're perfect, nice, and always wonderful words. Thank you, Raul, for your efforts. Fanny, Yamashita, meu amigo, Rincon, everyone. Thank you very much for assisting your audience. Mitch, thank you very much, and all my friends around the globe. We are a family. Bye.
Yes, we are family. Today it was a very special session for many reasons. The first one of your presence, the second one for our special guest, and finally for so many new interpreters joining us today for DFW. From English to Portuguese, Valeria Gauss from Brazil and Isabel Marquez, also from Brazil. English to Spanish, I believe it was Sonia Amadeo from Brazil, and Mario Angarita from Venezuela. I wonder if Doris joined us from Brazil, and Valentina Mendes from UK. From English to Italian, Stefania Bonacci and Eleonora Pepe from Italy. From English to French, Anis Bugueira. English to Hindi wasn't today available, Kavya Kidia. And English to Arabic, Mohamed Tayel from Jordan, and Abdallah Al-Karim from Egypt. Additional thanks to Donna G. Rodriguez, nutritionist, Maria Fernanda Iturbe from Mexico, Frida Rosas from Mexico, Vivian Freitas from Paraguay, and Patricia Giwa from Peru for their immense daily help for our organization. They represent a new generation of professionals committed since a very young age to their communities and the world's population. A special thanks to IT specialist David Garcia from College of Science and Humanities in Vallejo, who edited the DFW opening organizational video. Additionally, and very important, to Norberto Rincon, who supported us with the registration of DFW to the Vimeo platform. They are, of course, a source of pride for us. Thank you, Dr. Nasser, Dr. Raj, Dr. Liser. This is Raul Pineda from Mexico City. Any final comment you would like to address, Mitch?
No, just thank you. I just want to thank Dr. Nasser for not being normal and for teaching us all and advancing science. So thank you.
So on behalf of all of us at DFW, the steering committee, staff and translators, we thank you for your presence and questions at these sessions, and we wish you a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye for now, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you.